Hello, my name is Furlong Minkoff. I'm the Curator of Archaeological Collections here at James Madison's Montpelier. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we excavated from the main house's trash pit. Some of you may know that area as a place called Dolly's Midden. Well, midden is a word that archaeologists use to talk about a living surface and where trash got deposited. And we nicknamed it Dolly's Midden because it was the trash coming out of the kitchen and the dining room that served the main house. However, Dolly never would have gone there, and she never would have stepped foot anywhere near that big, stinky trash pit. A lot of these things that you see here would have come out of there, and they give us a really good idea of what would have been served in the dining room here at Montpelier. Probably the biggest clue is what people ate, and we look at a couple different resources to figure this out. First, we find bones sort of like this one, where the edge is sawn off, and you can see butcher marks right along here. This helps us better understand how the meat was processed and what kind of animals people were eating. For James and Dolly, they primarily would have been eating and serving cows and pigs. This is a cow molar. These are pig molars. However, what sets their diet apart from the everyday person's is that they ate a lot of juvenile cows and pigs. Therefore, a lot of veal, a lot of suckling pig. This lets us know that they're displaying their wealth by not having to let the animals grow until they were their fullest size to get the maximum amount of meat off of them. Instead, they can eat them when they're smaller and a little bit more tender. They also had some exciting things like this, an oyster shell. Oysters would have had to been brought all the way from the Chesapeake Bay, all the way to Orange, in order for people to eat them. Now, you might have heard that you should only eat oysters in months with the letter R in them. A good reason is because these oysters would have been traveling before refrigeration. Finally, we find out a little bit about what people were drinking. And for James and Dolly, that includes serving and drinking bottles of champagne. This right here is the top of a champagne bottle. And this is what's left of the cage that would have held the cork in the bottle. Finally, we have a really good idea of what they would have been eating off of and what they would have been eating with. Sometimes it would have been really common things, like this iron fork that would have had a bone handle, and these blue and white English-made transfer print ceramics. That's kind of their everyday stuff. For really special occasions, they would have used their French porcelain, these fragments of the Nast porcelain here. They may not look like much today, but during their time of use, they would have been covered with a gold trim, a gilded rim, and bright orange and black designs all around the rim. Those unfortunately have rubbed off over time because they were placed on top of the glaze. This is just a small window of some of the things that we uncovered from the trash pit from the main dining room that gives us some clues into what people ate, what people drank, and how they did it.